Kyle, well, all this week, pieces of Idaho history have been on the online auction block.
Yeah, we've told you about the JR Simplot estate auction and how you can bid on some real treasures that belong to JR himself. Now, joining us this morning is Dee Armstrong from 208 Auctions. We appreciate you coming in early this morning. Thanks, Dee.
Thank you for having me.
Tell us a little bit about what people need to know about this online auction.
Well, it is going to be conducted completely online. You bid from your home on your computer, but there is a preview from noon to 7 at my auction facility in Nampa.
Where you can actually see the objects up close and personal.
Yes, get to touch them, feel them, smell them.
So you may want to bring some paper, jot down what you're looking at there, so you can take that home to make your
Correct,
bids,
and
right?
there will also be bidding available, computer systems available to bid there if you do not have the internet.
Well, Dee, tell us a little bit about Mr. Simplot and just the history, and for people that aren't familiar, why he's just about him.
Well, JR started out as just a little farm boy and started buying pigs and ended up being a magnet. He was able to, he did a handshake deal with McDonald's to sell all their French fries to them.
Right.
And now he's famous all over the world. He's done so much, Micron. He's been very productive for the state of Idaho. Good for it. And then they're also philanthropic, so they've donated a lot for all kinds of causes to help Idaho, let alone around the world.
I know it seems like we both moved, a year ago, and we hear his name constantly, so yes. I know he's very, very important to the state.
A big historical figure here as well, and it sounds like there's some items that aren't just, relevant to Idaho history, but relevant to JR himself.
Exactly.
And we wanted to talk about some of the items that you brought here today that are that might kind of pique people's interest. Tell us about some of these things that you brought.
Well, first of all, he's known for his fedora that he always wore, his cowboy hat. Well, we have his actual hard hat that says Mr. Spud right on the front. And he would wear that through the factories when he would go to check and see.
So it looks like it's not actually a cowboy hat. I thought it was.
It is a hard hat.
So yeah, you're actually protected then.
It is his hard hat. Yes, he wore that through all the facilities when he was checking on all the companies he had going.
And Mr. Spud is also that famous license plate that he had too on his Lincoln, right?
And we are selling that Lincoln also, including with the Lincoln is the Mr. Spud license plate.
Wow.
I did not know that.
Yes.
And then we have the saddle.
This is a saddle that he used when he was younger, and he would go in the mountains and cut his own wood, and you can actually see the wear marks where the saw would rub on the saddle when he rode it. And we're selling his chaps also that he wore in the mountains.
Is this probably one of the bigger ticket items you would predict?
I think this is going to be one of the most interesting items. This is going to be one of the piece of history. There are items that everybody's just going to want just because they're, a piece of jade or whatever, but this is going to cause a lot of interest as well as his car that he's well known for.
Some are historical, some are beautiful. That one's both.
Exactly.
You had one more over here as well. Why don't you hold that one up?
Yeah, this is a jade ball. They visited China many times and they loved it. And every time they came back, they brought something. This is a jade concentric puzzle ball. One piece of jade, and it's carved into 5 balls.
So that's probably worth a lot of money initially anyway, isn't it, since it's all
yes,
jade,
it does
correct?
have quite a bit of value, plus the work, it's years of work to go into it. And we're also selling Esther's bowling ball, which I didn't bring with me, but it has her name on it. So there's a lot of personal items. We have his shaving mirror, and just a lot of exciting things that's part of the Simplot history, part of the mansion, china panels, cherry panels out of the mansion itself.
Wow. So a lot of big ticket items, smaller items, but maybe a big ticket.
And meaningful.
Meaningful for sure.
Items,
Tell us quickly where people can go online to make a bid if they want to.
It's 208auctions.com. You go online, click the catalog button, place your first bid. It'll take you through a registration process. After that, you're good to go and you can bid on all the items. And it ends Friday at 8 o'clock. Preview is Friday afternoon, noon to 7. Esther will be there from 1 to 3 to visit with people.
Wow. So you have a little over 36 hours then to get those bids in, and including the stuff that we saw here today.
All right, well, mount up. Let's see. Go ahead and show us.
I wish I could fit my legs around that table.
Thank you so much, Dee, and we'll add more on our website, so you can go there to find out more information.